Hello there, everyone. Shibby here. Hope everyone out there is doing well. Take back once again with some more Guilty Gear Strive ranked matches. I try to climb up the platinum ranks with Jam here. Looks like our first one is going to be a Slayer player, so we'll see what we can get done. See if I can not get hit by the full screen fist 10,000 times. So far, not a good start. Takes him backwards. Alright, gets the wall right there. This is going to take some doing if we're... Gonna take a round off this guy. Alright. That's right, that's an overhead. What a very unfortunate trade there. Alright, we'll take the... keep it simple. Get hit by the dust. Oh, I thought I was staying blocking there. He dropped it, and I still got hit. I tried to jab check him, but he recovered faster than when I could hit him. Okay, that was a very unfortunate way for that to end. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna get her back fist there. Alright, did they hit there? The slide's gonna get the back fist. Didn't connect. And I tried to grab, and unfortunately, we're not gonna get it. Okay, well, we're not off to the greatest start in the world. Over dash forward twice before I can jab him once. And keep trading to my deficit. Well, thankfully that's super whiffed. Alright. Well, we're unfortunately gonna drop that very quickly to Slayer. That's usually how it goes when I go up against Slayer. Alright, well, hopefully we can correct course and get back to the right side of winning here. But good game set, opponent back on a 5 in the next match. Alrighty, it's like I found my next opponent here. Going up against an A.B.A player, which is another character I don't see a whole lot of. I feel like it's been a little bit since I've ran into her. We'll see if that's a good thing or a bad thing or not. But they are going to let the intros rock here, so why not? Anything special?
You can tear our love apart.
Not particularly.
Lucky you, but this isn't over.
Alright, well, let's see what we can get done against A.B.A here. See if we can avoid letting her go to sicko mode. Alright, not a good start. Alright, didn't manage to get the hit there. We'll go cross up. Alright, the wall break here. I'm surprised the dragon kick hit. I just did it. Try to just get it even though we weren't that far away, but I was going to cancel and to try to hit him with an overhead there. He blocks there. I think I didn't dash up in on me there. Alright, I managed to fish out a hit there. Alright, I need to start doing her super there, but I keep messing it up. Those half circle inputs that and me are not friends. But either way, we do manage to steal the first game here against A.B.A.
Get on your feet.
and undo some of the damage that we did against Slayer. Alright, do we get the rematch? Alright, we do.
Duel 1.
Okay.
Let's rock.
Back up here. Up. Right, we definitely get it range there. Alright, good blocks by them there. Oh, I was gonna. Well, thankfully they put themselves in a cross-up position. That's what I was gonna try to go for there. Grab. Yep, fair enough. Alright, take the grab there. That hit me from completely behind him. That sucks. I was completely on the other side there and got clipped. And I am baffled how I got hit completely standing behind him. I don't know if the hitbox on that's just way bigger than what I thought, but I was definitely not. Didn't seem like to be in hit range. I try to go for a grab there. That appears to be a low. Alright, that's an overhead. Shit, we're gonna get clipped by the dust there. That sucks. I tried to go for medium there. I have no fucking idea how we won that. We do manage to get the pressure up though and pull win out of our ass there. Oh, yeah, we should not do that. Alright, that's our turn. That sucks that we didn't get our grab there. Yep, we got clipped by the super there. Alright, I just kind of went for it because I didn't have a lot of health, so I figured we could get the chip KO, plus I had bar to cancel if it didn't go our way. But we do manage to get the win on A.B.A there, but good game set opponent. Back on a 5-minute match. Alrighty, it's like I found my next opponent here, going up against a fellow Jam player, so we'll see if we can get done. They go for a round start pairing. Alright, we managed to fish out the first hit there. We're not going to get our back fist, unfortunately. Alright, we're not going to let him get away with that. Unfortunately, we do not get our dragon kick. Go cross up here. That sucks. Alright, we're just throwing shit out now. Alright, we do manage to clip out the first win, though.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Alright, we'll take that. I could have done a much better combo than that. Unfortunately, I don't quite have the health to be trading there. Did not want stacks. Ah, thought I had more time, but we're just kind of standing there on the other end. I don't know if that was blocking low there. Alright, we'll take that. That's very unfortunate. Alright, did manage to get the hit on the cross up there. Alright, they go for the low. We're gonna hit him with the high there. And still manage, or not still manage, but somehow manage to eke out that first game. All right, let's see if we can diversify our strings here a little bit and get something done. All right, we'll just first get out of trouble. All right, it's our turn. They do mash. All right, we get clipped there. All right, we'll take that. All right, I think we're going for the grab there, so we go for the overhead. And managed to take the first game here. Oh, that was still blocking there. Alright, we'll take that so we can put him in the corner. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I did try to grab, unfortunately it's not gonna quite come out. That's my turn. How in the hell did I get hit there? Yeah, I don't think I should have got hit there. That should have been the end of the round. That sucks. That really, really sucks. Yeah, like that's exactly what should have happened the first time. Right, can't win them all, though. Alright, that was a gamble, but that's the best I got out of it. Alright, that should be in the jam. Alrighty, well, we somehow, some way managed to win that 2-0 and keep our climb going up pretty steadily. Big against that opponent. Now back going to find one more match. Alrighty, looks like I found potentially my final opponent here. Going up against a Testament player. Testament, for whatever reason, gives me a shit ton of trouble, so let's see what we get done here. Right, we managed managed to get in on Testament here. Cross up here. What a trade. Alright, take that. Alright, we'll take that, go cross up here. I actually wasn't sure who got hit, if I'm being completely honest. There's a lot of shit going on there. But alright, we managed to take the first game against Testament here. Alright, they do jump out of the way of the grab there. Get on them. They are all about pressing buttons, though, it looks like. Alright, we do manage to take that one. And go cross up here, and we manage to flip. That sucks. We're not gonna get our Roman cancel. We did not get our back fist. That's unfortunate. Alright, we get the low profile. I'm on Testament though. Alright, they made that second game very, very close. We do manage to eke a win out.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Alright, they're not gonna let me really approach like I want to. Alright, take that. I tried that once and overhead. Alright, I guess that combos into one another.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Alright, Bird's gonna knock me out of the sky there. My 6 being the super immediately. I didn't get my burst. That sucks. Alright, well, Testament's able to keep their pressure up there. Let's see if we can overcome that. Again, I'm not very good at playing on Testament. Alright, do want to keep on the corner there. Alright, take that. Get our stacks up because it's a counter hit. Alright, we'll take that. I did get my Roman cancel. That sucks. Damn it. That came just short there. Thought I was standing. Where's my football at? I can go for super there. That's unfortunate. Well, I did not play very well against Testament whatsoever, so we do in fact lose. But either way, I do believe I am going to end the video here, though. Good games to this Testament player and everyone else that I played today. If you made this far, thank you for watching. Subscribe if you feel like it, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.